For tonight, we're going to be having Hydra versus Vortex, and I'm joined once again with Skies. No chicken this time. How we doing, Skies?
Oh, I'm doing great. Yeah, I'm kind of sad I don't have any chicken as of right now, but if you didn't catch the weekend review during the last minute and a half, I you can catch me doing some ASMR making some chicken.
I actually did not, but I might have to go back and take a look at that now. But we got
Yeah, yeah.
our boy Chipmunk here, who's been on the rise, winning his last 5 matches after his 0-7 start. And I've recently heard Mr. Chipmunk's hit 1600. So how do we feel
Uh,
about Chipmunk's chances here in this one?
he actually did get gate kept, so he didn't touch it, but he was close. He's like 96, I want to say, something around there, 90. But yeah, I was watching his stream. I told him he's not a true 1600. He got mad, but he better show up because apparently he's been popping off. So hoping to
Yeah,
see
I
some
think
good plays coming out from him.
we'll see how Proxy's doing too, because honestly, Proxy's been looking a little suspect lately. And then you got Hydra on the other side who started off super hot, and they've kind of taken a downturn or a downswing as Vortex has been on the up and up. So how do we feel about the Hut? The Hut's kind of been losing it lately.
And though he's been telling me he's trying to play a little less in the matches, but um, Crispy Buzzer he's not going to be here today because he's out on vacation. So the Hut will be here for this one, and I did catch them. I was streaming some matches, and they were looking pretty good. So who knows? They could come out swinging as well.
Yeah, I think this will be a close matchup. And I just barely caught the tail end of that last match on stream, and I was very surprised that Venom was able to take down Drake. So another org rivalry matchup here between Vortex and Hydra. So we'll see if Chipmunk's org can go 2-0 on the day, at least on stream. That is. I don't know how their other matches are going to be going.
You mean 3-0?
Oh, was the prospect or was the first match?
It was
Oh
Venganza.
yeah, y'all won today. Okay, okay. I didn't
Yeah,
realize
3-0.
all of Chipmunk's orgs on stream today.
Yeah, he already had these two, and then I told him I was like, if you need another match, we're playing at 8. He's like, he didn't wanna put it on stream, but he ended up doing it anyway because they really couldn't find anybody last minute. So yeah, it was fun. Don't watch the
All right.
VOD though; it was pretty bad.
Well, we're gonna get this one started here. But yeah, I'll have to look back at that. I did catch a little bit of the Inferno Venganza series.
I strongly suggest you don't look at it.
I saw little mistakes here and there,
uh,
but
you might catch 3 missed open nets
I
from
did see the double
from
demo.
that.
I saw a double demo. That was
See,
pretty.
yeah,
That
I
was
was making
clutch.
some plays, but like, and then I started throwing on some open nets, but they weren't important, so it didn't really make any difference. But yeah,
Hey, you know what? Y'all got the dub. That's all that matters. But okay. Um, Ball just kind of goes in after a whiff from Chipmunk, I think. And Eminem, he just wasn't ready. Just got caught off guard.
yeah, not sure what's happening if they're not common or what, but that ain't the speed of a 1600 I saw right there.
It was the speed of him going past the ball, is what it was. Anyways, Proxy passing over to Chipmunk here. Great hit off the backboard. Proxy almost getting that read, actually. That'd have been kind of a nutty play. But Benchy's going to send it off to the other side now. Off the corner, and Chipmunk using a lot of boost to get this touch. Pass out to Eminem. Down to Proxy. Almost a great play coming out, but Ober's going to cut that off. He's going to have another hit here. Getting the 50 off Chipmunk. Ober waiting for Nat to come in and take it. A little too slow. As Ober just all over this ball, pulling a Rockerman chicken fever from the other night. As nobody's been testing this as a double commit comes out. Almost able to sink one in, but nobody from Vortex was there to capitalize on it. The Hut getting way out 50'd on this one. Nobody expected that. And besides that one mistake coming out, Skies, what do we think so far?
You know, honestly, it's kind of just been mostly back and forth even. I will say, Nat alone has been getting in a session with four and
Oh,
ice, four and ice.
boosting
So
session.
a little bit, yeah. You could say that, but he wanted some help with some stuff, so he's trying to improve. So
I mean,
I've
I've
been playing
seen
with him
Nat
quite a bit.
freestyle, and he couldn't even figure out how to get off the ceiling. And when he did, he landed ass backwards. So I'd say he's got a lot to work on in that category.
Yeah, his hours, they're slowly improving. They went from like 10 hours in the last 2 weeks to sitting at like 30 now, maybe.
You know what? Improvement.
Exactly.
Nat on this one getting beat out. Benji, or excuse me, the Hut's gonna have to make a touch to the corner, but Chipmunk sends it right back to him. I gotta make sure I call the man by his name.
Yeah, come on. You can't be dissing on the hut.
I can't. Oh my God, a great save coming out from Eminem as Nat kind of almost got the screenplay off to sink that win in. Now on the other side, counterattack from Proxy, but Ober's gonna send it to the side. Nat beating out Eminem on this one. Gonna send it over to the corner, back out to the middle, and the Hut, he didn't want to commit. That could have been another opportunity for their second goal. But he's on this one now, off the ceiling, great pass down. But Ober opting to let the clear come out. And now Hydra playing a little bit defensive with their second man as another shot comes in, and this one's gonna sink in off the own goal. It might have been going in anyway, but just able to sink that one past.
Yeah, tough touch out from the hut. And Chipmunk read the play perfectly, putting it in top shelf. Not much Hydra could have done with that one, but let's just
Yeah, it
hope for
was
clear from the hut.
unfortunate hit from the Hut. There was nobody on the left side, and he just decided to send it back out to the middle as Nat getting a great pinch save off the corner. I couldn't quite tell if that one was going to make it in, but it was definitely close enough where he had to commit for it. Nat getting beat out here. Chipmunk's going to have to race Ober in the corner for this, but he's letting Ober hit it to him. As another 50 comes out, Chipmunk landing on it, pinch out to the middle, but Proxy's really far back, letting Nat just clear it to him. Ober on the dribble now. Almost getting the fake, but Proxy's going to pounce on that one, 50ing it with the Hut. That's the 50 we need to see from the Hut if he's going to have any chance of this matchup. But unfortunately for him, Eminem's going to sink that in for their second goal after the Hut just gets taken out of the equation.
Yeah, solid 50 from Chipmunk. Was probably gonna go in. Eminem with the goal steal, but it works. I'm sure Chipmunk doesn't mind sharing a
Yeah.
few goals.
I don't know who it was behind the Hut, but they put themselves too close to that 50. And then the demo came out, and he was just right behind him, and that had left all that open space for that net. And now Vortex taking the lead with a minute and a half closing. And after Hydra got that one goal off the mistake in the beginning, they've kind of looked like they've been cluttered on this defense and offense, not really committing too much on these plays with their second man, being a little conservative. And now Vortex starting to heat up, so I don't know if that's going to work with them. Benji and, excuse me, the Hut. The Hut and Nat combining to send that to the middle. Ober on this one, great shot to the top right, but Chipmunk's going to send it away. Proxy now in the corner. No one out 50s the Hut right there, and he's going to send it to the middle, and Ober's going to send it in. You can't out 50 the Hut.
That is the hut that everybody loves to see, dude. Oh, a great
He got
50. Just
two.
gets. Oh my God, 50's one gets a quick little 50 on the other, sends it straight out mid. Over, perfect positioning to be there for that one, and what an assist coming out from the hut.
Yeah, it was looking kind of ugly from Hydra past few minutes, but finally the Hut able to get those two quick 50s, and the last man back for Vortex just was in such an awkward spot as Ober was barely able to squeak it in on the right side. Now Nat on this one here, air dribbling, kind of impressing me, sending it off the sidewall. I mean, I've seen him freestyle, and I mean, that was definitely an improvement. Maybe those hours with 4 paying off. Back on the ball here, kind of had an open net, but hits it off the backboard. Net's still open as a challenge comes out. Not able to wrangle that one in. As now a counterattack coming off the other side. Ober sending it to the corner. Proxy back out to the middle. Where's the shot? Nobody there. Eminem hard committing as the last man back. That was almost dangerous. Nat off the wall. Chipmunk on the clear. Ober sending it back to the mid, but there's nobody there on either side to try and put that one in. And we're going to overtime game 1, Skies.
missed opportunity. If they had anybody there, I mean, ball was on their half. You might as well try to go for it because I doubt Vortex will get a carry. But another thing that you, since you didn't watch the weekend review, we discussed this. This series actually is determining a playoff spot because I believe Hydra won 3-1 in the
That
first
open.
series. And since they won 3-1 in the first series, both teams are neck and neck in the for the last spot. And pretty much whoever takes this and they play consistent throughout the last couple weeks, then they'll be taking the last playoff spot. So if Vortex gets either a 3-0 or a 3-1, then they pretty much secure their spot in the playoffs. And if Hydra can stop them from doing so, then they're more likely to get the last playoff spot.
Yeah, definitely a pivotal series here, but like you mentioned, I think Vortex, this is a must-win situation, whereas Hydra, they have a little bit more leeway, but either team is gonna need to take a win in this series if they're gonna have their playoff chances secured. And now in this overtime, it's kind of been back and forth as Eminem on this one, getting it past one, past two off the sidewall. The Hut sending it back to the corner, combining with Ober to send it out. Ober trying to pass to Nat, but he was turning the wrong way. And Nat on this one, trying to put a shot on, but sends it way off to the right. Eminem and Proxy double committing. Chipmunk awkward in the corner, but he's able to send it out. As Chipmunk's just all over this ball. I think he's starting to get some chicken fever. Balling out two teammates. Proxy, there he is again, and he almost hits the shot, actually. Kind of taking that opportunity away from Eminem, but Chipmunk, he's trying to show off those 1600 mechanics, guys. He's up for this one here. He's gonna put it in.
The 1600, dude, he's coming out clutch for Vortex. Oh my. He really wants this playoff spot, man.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what the Hut was doing. He was coming out for the squishy preemptively, almost able to kind of get a touch on it. But it was a good pass from Proxy to send that high and up the middle. And Chipmunk, he was just really speedy to put that one in. But Ober, he kind of overcommitted there coming out of the box, and then that's what left the Hut to try and make that last second play. But either way, Chipmunk almost pulling off that great redirect just 10 seconds before, but he gets a second opportunity and he didn't miss it that time.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised how he's hitting all this with those awkward camera settings. But besides that, he's definitely been playing at his max potential here in this series so far. Actually, almost getting 700 points. Keeps that up. Most likely player of the week. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, even the past few times that I've played with him, he's definitely been improving for sure, and looking like he's he's got some mechanics on his side. And I haven't really known much about him before, at least playing with him, up until like a week ago in the 6-man. So playing actually a few ranked matches with him and Heck, as a shot's gonna come on here off a mistake off the kickoff, and Nat's gonna sink the first one.
It was a great tap down from Ober. Almost getting that angle actually, but Nat was able to read it perfectly and put it in bottom left rather.
Yeah, the man we were just talking about, Chipmunk, he tried to crash on that play and make a last-second save as he thought it was going to go crossbar down, but it bounces off, and then that left the easy cleanup for Nat to put that in. And now, 15 seconds in, Hydra's going to have another one-goal lead here. They gave up the lead last time, so we'll have to see if they can hold on to it in this game too, or if Vortex is going to come out swinging with some Chipmunk crazy plays.
Yeah, that chicken fever, it looks like it's lasting just a little bit longer than usual. Still got a little bit left in the tank. So you can
Okay. I don't know what Proxy was doing. Kind of free-flipping off the side, trying to help Eminem out. But it almost went in as the defense for Hydra was flustered. Almost another counterattack coming out for Hydra, though. Eminem on this one, sending it back out to the middle. Hut having a free hit, but he's going to send it straight to Chipmunk. Chipmunk on this one here, going for the air dribble, and he's absolutely nuts! And he passes it off to Proxy. I think Proxy with a little bit of a goal steal there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this was gonna go in beforehand, but oh yeah, it was.
Oh, it
A little bit of a goal
was.
steal from Proxy, but
Proxy trying to take Player of the Week away from Chipmunk.
yeah, Chipmunk's not gonna be very happy about that one.
But man, Another outstanding solo play, essentially coming from Chipmunk before Proxy took it on the goal line. As he's on the ball here, and an unfortunate hit out from one of the Hydra players. I'm not sure who it was.
I believe it was the hut. Yeah, it was the hut.
Oh
That
no.
bunny. That bunny was just a little. It added that little extra height, man. It was the
Yeah,
bunny's
an
fault.
unfortunate hit from the hut. And to start off that play, he was already in an awkward spot, being right underneath the ball on that sidewall, which left to his teammates being a little bit hesitant to try and challenge. And then that unfortunate hit came out to secure that second goal for Vortex. And once again, oh my god, Chipmunk and Proxy almost combining for another insane play. But once again, they got that 1-goal lead and they gave it up 2-1 now.
I've just received word from Rocker Man himself. We've got a caster bias against the hut next game.
Oh
Oh no, the hut.
no. Okay.
It
Did it come
hurts.
from Eminem? I actually have the chat open
I
right now. I
think
wasn't paying
so.
attention. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. I mean, I don't know how I feel about this. He's already made a mistake, a crucial mistake in this game too, but is it for next game or this
Yeah,
game?
next game. It actually did come out from Eminem. Yeah, you're right.
Oh my god, demos across the board. But it almost doesn't matter as Eminem was able to put a shot on. And last second save coming out. And this one's going to sink in. Chipmunk, he's all over the ball and honestly should have all 3 goals in this game.
Yeah, and the Hydra's just looking really awkward. Nobody's rotating back post, and it's just a little behind Benji. Not much you can do there, or the hut rather. And
Yeah.
fortunate, but great placement coming out from Chipmunk once again.
Yeah, he was barely able to sink it top right past the hut. But another awkward play on defense for them as Nat just basically sent it back out to the middle. I don't think he really knew how much time he had, but just gets like a small touch out to the middle and Chipmunk was able to put a power shot on. And now, just like in that game one, like I mentioned earlier, they scored that first goal and then all the momentum has been Vortex. As another miss comes out from them on defense and just so many whiffs coming out from Vortex, but finally Chipmunk says, y'all can't put it in, I'll put it. Proxy whiffs, Eminem whiffs, but the net's just completely open and Chipmunk's able to put that one in.
Yikes! A little banter coming out in chat from Eminem, but seems like he's a little confident in this one, but yeah, not sure what those fakes were about. They weren't needed, but I guess they do the
I
job
think
just as well.
Proxy really wanted to score that, but the ghost hit kind of just came out and he barely missed it. And another case of miscommunication between the Hydra members as Ober was dribbling that, and I believe it was Nat just tried to crash in and take it away from him, or maybe Ober wanted him to take it away, but either way, kind of just resulted in another counterattack opportunity from Vortex, as that one almost goes in. And just so many whiffs coming out from Hydra now. Benji, excuse me, the hut getting the pre-flip, almost slipping it in. Oh my goodness.
So a great 50, just leaving it on the line, perfect. But nobody on Hydra was
for the
there.
follow-up. The hut on this one now, kind of awkward, but is able to recover. Getting another great 50. You can't stop him when he's on the dribbles. We just need the hut to play on the ground the whole game. Don't send him in the air.
We gotta get out all the compliments before we have to flame him.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot actually. I'm gonna feel really bad now.
Yeah. Sucks, dude. He's
But
my favorite player in the league. How could you do this, Mark?
Eminem spent the channel points, so we need to adhere to it. But either way, Chipmunk's gonna sink another one off the post. It just feels like the defense for Hydra has been amiss this whole series. As Nat, he was last back and tried to get a touch to beat out Proxy, but he just reacted too slowly. And unlike game number 1, where I believe it was a 1-goal difference, maybe 2 goals, this game has been all Vortex. In fact, it's been all Chipmunk.
Chipmunk, yeah. Chipmunk having he's already at 769.
Oh my goodness! But as I say, Proxy actually gets a real goal for himself, dunking out the whole Hydra defense. And that's what I'm talking about. You can't let the hut go for a 50 in the air. That's not where he's strongest. And man, Proxy, he just beats out both defenders straight down. and able to recover to get the follow-up for the goal. My goodness.
Oh, I love Benji's or the Hut's trash talk, but I feel so bad having to play him next game. But yeah, Chipmunk having 2 games now with pretty much 700 points. He's really aiming for this player of the week, and he's got a strong statement so far.
Oh,
Actually, as
Ober
over,
coming out. Yeah. It's
punching
gonna
one
be
right
too little
in.
too late though, unfortunately, for Hydra's sake, as they do reduce it to a 4-goal deficit, but only with 12 seconds left. This is all but over for the Hut and company, as the Hut, he's sub 100 points in this game number 2, and we're gonna have to shit on him for the next match.
This is a really toxic chat going on right now in this match, but things are getting
Almost.
heated. And
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say right now, I'm gonna apologize to the Hut.
Yeah, it's not gonna look good, as we kind of already were ragging on him a tiny bit, and now Eminem coming out with what could be the dagger in this caster bias, as they might try and 3-0 sweep Hydra here. We knew Vortex, they've been on the up and up, winning their last 5 games, and as we mentioned, Hydra kind of on a downswing, but expecting a little bit more from Hydra. And actually, in fact, they had 12 shots in this game number 2, just and only 5 saves coming out from Vortex, so that leaves kind of if I'm doing my math here correctly, 5 shots off the board for Hydra, as their accuracy just wasn't enough, as they were able to only put 2 in.
Well, yeah, you can also count. I think there were goal steals on both sides, weren't there? Possibly not. I can't remember. I
I
know there
couldn't
were a
even
few
tell
for
you. There's so many
Vortex.
goals. All I know is that it was all Chipmunk. Besides that
Uh,
one amazing double dunk from Proxy to just absolutely destroy the defense for Hydra. But now, after that close game 1 in a stomping in game 2, it's going to be up to the Hut and company to try and have a comeback in this series. But unfortunately, we're going to have to be talking bad about him.
it feels bad. Doesn't feel right, but
The
has to be
Hut on
done.
this one, and of course he misses. I mean, why wouldn't he?
Yeah, right in
the,
there.
the
Whenever he's in
bunny
there,
weighing him
man.
down.
Yeah, whenever he's in there, there's just nothing you can do, dude.
We all know that he's a ground player. Actually, miraculously getting a shot on there in the air. I mean, we don't expect that from him. Almost getting another 1-0 start from Hydra. Ober on this one, sending it out to the side. Chipmunk getting the boost and sending it off his own wall now. Trying to follow it. As the Hut, he whiffs again. I mean, we just can't expect any more from the guy. On this one here, actually managing to get a shot on net off that 50. Nat off the sidewall now. There's Ober, not able to put it in as he sends it back out to the middle. The Hut there, awkward as usual, but it's gonna go off Chipmunk, as Chipmunk kind of gets an own goal pool shot, and somehow the Hut is able to sink this one.
Well, they wanted us to trash talk the Hut, but I mean, they're gonna help him out. I mean, there's not much we can do about that.
It in fact was an own goal pool shot from Chipmunk, as the last man back for Vortex was off getting boost, and nobody there to stop that slow lofting shot. Nat on the ball here, getting a good 50 off the corner. Where's the follow-up? The Hut just too cowardly to try and go for that ball. As a shot comes in from Proxy, Ober getting the save on the goal line, sending it up. And Eminem with the counter clear, as Proxy coming flying off the sidewall, almost able to get a touch there. Chipmunk sending it out to the middle, Proxy there, but he misses the shot. Chipmunk flying past the ball, as Eminem gets a mediocre touch on net. Nat, great air dribble 50 out to the side. The Hut there, and I mean, I know Eminem wants us to talk bad about him, but he's got 2 goals here in this game 3.
Yeah, I think all that trash talk was starting to get to him, and now they just activated the Hut. That's not what you want to do. You can't trash talk him in his own game.
They activated the large 3-topping deal for $8. The Hut, he's just coming out in these coupons and deals. Actually, I'm talking good about him again. Sorry, dang it. It's just so hard to talk bad about the HUD.
Exactly, like it's
I
just
can't
not
even
normal.
focus on the regular commentary. I'm too busy trying to figure out how I can shit talk the HUD. But another one, and Chipmunk, he's just been the carry for Vortex in this series.
Yeah,
And
not sure what
actually a
happened to
great
him.
pass from Proxy right there.
Not sure what happened to Chipmunk overnight, but something woke him up as well. It seems this match is just the Hut and Chipmunk.
I mean, the whole series has been Chipmunk. In fact, the HUT calling it out in chat, saying that Chipmunk's the only one who can score. Sans Proxy's double dunk goal. Proxy sending it out to the middle, but it's going to be a back pass to nobody and only to Ober, as just all of these goals coming off mistakes from Vortex. And honestly, if you're Hydra, you're going to have to take it.
Yeah, not sure why Eminem backed off for that one. Proxy was trying to hit him off the wall. He just ended up turning away. Couldn't quite reach that shot from Ober. And Hydra is actually looking to take this series. They got a good lead to do so as of right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely they. It's unlike the first two games where they went up 1-0 and immediately dropped it to 2-1. They've actually managed to score more than 2 goals here. The HUT actually trying to play defense, and he does, sending it off the sidewall out to the middle, but Proxy's going to clear this up and away. Ober on this one, sending it up, but a lot of just boomer ball at the moment as Chipmunk sends it off his own corner. Eminem off the backboard, not a great touch. He's going to try and follow it, and he does, but gets kind of a measly touch back to his own side. The HUD off the corner, sending it off the ceiling. And all 3 players for Vortex awkward. I'm just laughing, trying to talk bad about the HUD. I just can't do it.
It's such a weird player to talk bad about, man.
And I don't know if there's been some beef going on between Eminem and the HUD.
Oh yeah.
But,
Oh no, there has.
oh my god.
He's actually sent me. He told me about rival general is actually looking pretty bad between the two teams.
Oh boy.
from what I've heard, but yeah, that's why everybody wanted to see this series.
Yeah, but unfortunately for Vortex, this caster bias has lit a fire inside the HUT and the rest of Hydra, as they're able to score 4 goals here. And with only a minute and a half left, they're looked poised to take this game number 3 and maybe try and attempt a reverse sweep against Vortex, as Chipmunk kind of the only person who's been able to score these goals for Vortex. And if he's not able to score these goals, Eminem and Proxy haven't been the guys to do it. Oh, the HUT actually getting a demo. Almost able to put that one in, Ober was. I think the HUT actually didn't realize the net was open after that demo, because he probably could have scored it himself. As he's messing up on defense here, almost own goaling. He's just on skates right there. Could barely wrangle that ball. Sending it off the corner here, trying to attempt to touch back out to the middle, but wasn't able to get the follow-up. Chipmunk sending it out to the middle, Eminem to Proxy. Great passing plays. Chipmunk almost sending it in, but off the post. That would have been a great 3-man passing play, as Nat with the unnecessary freestyle. I don't even think he knows how to air roll correctly most of the time, so this was a little bit of a ballsy play from him. But he's able to sink that for the 5th goal. And this game 3 is all but over for Hydra.
And now all of Hydra actually getting a goal on the board from what we've previously seen. Only a 1 or maybe even 2 players. And one has the HUD actually punches another one in. They're going for the Brazil here in the cash advice against himself.
That's the 2nd time that Proxy's tried a fake kickoff. In the All-Star game, he tried one too, and it just doesn't work. I don't know why he thinks it's going to work in 3v3 when maybe in 1s the fake kickoff will work, but I mean, in 3s you have people saying that he's faking, and as we saw in the All-Star game, it didn't work out either, as he got a really bad touch out to the middle. And I believe it was, I don't even know if it was West or East, but they scored off the fake kickoff anyway too. So I think Proxy needs to reconsider his kickoff options.
I mean, he's just desperate. He was desperate for a goal, being down 5-1 with just shy of a minute left. But Hydra. And now Chipmunk hits his shot. Okay, but
Actually, a great
that's
pass
actually
from Proxy.
yeah, that was actually a really nice play. I don't know why it took them so long to be able to do that, but Hydra able to take the third game, trying to come back in this series.
And that's about somewhere between 5 and 10 times that Proxy has come flying off the sidewall or way upfield to try and get a redirect or passing opportunity for Vortex, and it finally pays dividends there. And it really does feel like it's been the Chipmunk show. I mean, Proxy getting a few great passes, both assists for their 2 goals in that game, but it's basically been the Chipmunk show with Proxy kind of being that fill-in, and Eminem, he's been kind of a miss on the field in these first 3 games here. I'm just glad the game 3 is over though, so we can stop talking bad about the Hut though, honestly.
Yeah, I felt bad.
I mean, we really didn't even say that much about him because it was just hard to say.
Yeah,
He's just such a likable guy. Getting 3 goals in this game 3 though.
just activated him, man. Chipmunk was actually really lucky to get that last goal. Otherwise, 400 points really would have brought down his average of about 730. So
I mean, either way, he's kind of been dragging Vortex to the finish line in this series. But I think he has almost 10 goals already, and we're only in game 4.
yeah, this will have to be the matchup of the season from last season. I remember it was Drakes and Vortex. Now that'll be Hydra Vortex, or no, it was Drakes Bishops actually. But yeah, no, these two teams, I know they've always gone back and forth with whatever they've been doing, whether it be trash talk or playing games. But
Yeah, there's Eminem again, crap talking the Hut after that slow shot on net. Which honestly, if you're the Hut, you got to be hitting those. He really did have a prime opportunity there to once again score first. I believe if he put that one in all 4 games, they would have scored first. But now they were able to pull off that game 3 win. Now they're gonna have to come back and stay dominant in this game 4 if they're gonna have any hopes of the reverse sweep. But a great play coming out, and Eminem finally shows up to get the first goal in this game 4.
it was a nice pass from Proxy right off the wall, or right out mid, and Eminem, great job of being ready for that one. Look at the toss. Is that his first goal or
He may have scored one in game 1, but I believe it could very well be his first. I don't know.
and conveniently, he's the one who's trash talking the most out of all Vortex. But
I mean, some might say that the shit talkers are always the bottom fraggers on their team, but I mean,
they always gotta show up with them goose eggs, dude.
but I mean, he gets a good goal there, and we mentioned that Proxy hasn't really been a goal scorer in this series, but he's definitely been playing that passer role, getting a lot of the assists for Vortex. And they're going to need him if they're going to have any chance of shutting down this Hydra roster, as they're starting to warm up. And even besides that one goal that just got scored, they've looked good in this game 4 as well, as the Hut gets a demo, faking out another, getting a great 50. That's the Hut, we know! And Ober's going to sink it in! Nobody can out 50 the Hut on the ground. Nobody!
Able to fake out Proxy and then get the great 50 on Chipmunk, leaving Eminem. Actually getting the demo on him right beforehand. Just taking them all out. Actually 1v3. Making one of them go by
The whole
twice.
Vortex team.
Yeah, got all 3 of them, one of them twice. Oh.
And I would have felt really bad if Ober missed that shot. I mean, I don't know how he would have missed that shot, but man, if he did, the Hut would have been awfully angry right there. As he's getting passed out from Eminem, and Eminem, he just dishes it up for the Hut.
The Hut, dude, he's just abusing Eminem right now.
Oh my god, Eminem, I don't know if he thought the Hut was going to come crashing in for that opportunity, but the Hut just playing patient on these last 2 goal opportunities, and he's just letting Eminem get a weak touch out to the middle. He's able to put it in for the second goal, and the Hut, he's put his aggressive ways to the side. He's deciding to play a little bit more patient as he tries for another fake there. Didn't work out that time, but man, this game 2's been all Hut. Or game 4, excuse me.
Yeah, no. I mean, Eminem kind of put it out on a silver platter for him. So Ober almost letting one in. Yeah,
Yeah, that
the
was an
HUD
interesting fake challenge from Ober right there. But he's
almost backfired, but
almost, he did get away with it, but just barely. Chipmunk on this one, sending it up high. Nat with kind of a risky touch off his own back roll. I think he was trying to send that to the corner, but a little bit of a mistouch. Proxy off the sidewall now, passing out to the middle, trying to get to Eminem, but Eminem was a little too far back. Chipmunk sending it back out to the midfield for Nat, and he's on the dribble, but he gets hard dunked out by Proxy. Nat, he just kind of gave up. I think he thought it was in, but it was nowhere near the net. Just kind of on his back. But he's on this one now too, rushing it. He kind of had a little bit more time than he did, but I don't know where the defense was for
miscommunication.
Vortex.
No, miscommunication. Looks like Chipmunk wanted to go and take it, but then he wanted Proxy to hit it out to him for the outlet pass. They just need to communicate that. Those big mistakes are going to cost them this series. I mean, Hydra, they're rolling right now. They could definitely take this series, get the reverse sweep.
Yeah, and Nat, he like really rushed that opportunity in the midfield. He had so much time as he could have boomed it off the backboard or anything, but the mistake from Proxy let that third goal in, but they get one right back here off a misplay from Ober to the middle. And Eminem, he's finally scoring some goals in this game 4, but he was just too speedy for that Hydra defense right there.
Chipmunk, use activated the first 3 games. Somebody took the batteries out of him. He's sitting at the bottom with 100 points.
Should have used some Energizer. But dude, they need to get the Huts bunny. The Huts got the bunny.
Yeah, they
for
need
Energizer bunny on it.
Yeah. What's it?
Oh, another opportunity for Eminem here, but the Hut's going to be able to get back in time. Hut getting another good 50 off the sidewall. Nat's going to chase this. No boost to work with. Chipmunk sending it out to Proxy. Great hit out to him. The Hut, no! He pre-flips past the ball, but luckily it wasn't on net. And Nat on this one now getting a really bad 50. It's going to go off the Hydra back. I'm so speechless, this play that's happening right now. I can't even configure my words correctly. Oh my goodness. The Hut.
Not sure.
I don't even know what's happening at this point.
Ball's just stayed up. Okay, double commit comes out. A little bit of a mismatch from Eminem, but
Ober almost getting a shot on. He could have secured this game number 4 with that shot, as Nat playing a little too passive there. Luckily, he wasn't quite punished on that one, as it was a decent 50 to the corner. Ober on this one, though, but Eminem's going to come in for the hit. Eminem kind of floundering on the ball right now. The Hut's going to get a good save off to the side. Net somewhat open for the Hut. Eminem racing back, and he's going to send it to the corner. Nat coming in, but Eminem, he's just all over these last few plays. And now they're going to have to hope for a last-second opportunity. 10 seconds in closing. But the Hydra is on offense right now. But a great dunk from Proxy, sending it out to the middle. Nobody there, though, for Vortex. And Nat, he tried to send it down, but he ends up pinching it off the ground. But Eminem, he couldn't keep it up in the corner. And now we're going to a game 5 in this, like you mentioned, this pivotal playoff implication series. And man, Vortex have let Hut and the rest of Hydra back into the series here.
yeah, no Vortex. Now, letting them come to a game 5, they kind of threw their opportunity to make it easier for themselves to jump into the playoffs, but somebody's got to charge the damn batteries overnight, man. Chipmunk
They
just
forgot to
died.
put it in the charging stand.
Yeah, come on. You gotta charge them overnight. But it seems all the players have come to an agreement that it's been a good series despite all the trash talk.
And
But
Eminem very much thinks so.
yeah. Oh, dude, they activated the hut. They made a mistake. Vortex can't ever do that. Oh,
They activated the Hut, and he's been a key factor here in this matchup. Unfortunately, the servers has gone down for maintenance, so we'll have to see if the Hut gets cooled off by that, or if
oh.
Vortex is able to kind of avoid this reverse sweep opportunity.
No, not sure what's gonna happen here. Oh, gotta get you back in here.
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm a little slow to the opportunity here. But now that we've seen the hut become activated and Chipmunk's batteries have run low, I mean, what are we thinking for this game 5s, guys?
I don't know. This one, oh, as long as the hut recognizes he should probably stay on the ground, I think they're easily going to take this one. Not that he's bad in the air, but he's been dominating these past 2 games. But Chipmunk really needs to come out of his slump in the past 2 games. He's got to come back out and start hitting his shots again.
Yeah, we'll see if that short reset has anything to do with the momentum shift for this game 5. If Vortex can come back and avoid the reverse sweep, or if Hydra can keep pressing forward. Eminem sending it off the Hydra backboard, but kind of lets Naturalis send it off himself, as he could have maybe got a bump opportunity there. Chipmunk and Eminem combining to bounce it off each other 2 times in the corner, but it somehow works out as it sends it back to the middle. And Chipmunk, he was able to put it in as all of Hydra was just all over each other.
Yeah, Proxy, he actually had an open, a pretty open net, leaving that last back, but ends up getting a pass over. Lucky that Chipmunk was there, trying to boost his stats to get his player of the week secured. But
Yeah,
see
Nat,
if
he couldn't.
the hug has anything to do about that.
Yeah, we'll have to see. The Nat, he just couldn't react to that pass fast enough, as Chipmunk was barely able to beat him out. And now for once, or actually the Vortex have able to score the last 2 goals here first for game 4 and game 5. I was gonna say I thought finally Vortex scored first, but I would be incorrect. The hut off this one, sending it to the corner to Naturalis. The hut kind of cutting Nat off, but able to extend the play as they double commit here, flinging it off the ceiling. And he overcommitted, and that's another big mistake coming out from Hydra, as now Vortex starting to shift that momentum the other way.
Yeah, Hydra going down 2-0 with 3:45 left. They really need to get something going for them and slow down on these double commits, because they actually had 2 in that one possession between the hut and Nat. So they need to start rotation pretty quickly.
It wasn't even really the fact that it was a bad pass. It's just it happened so fast that Ober couldn't get there. And by the time he decided he wanted to go, it was too late. He got beat out by the Vortex player. As Ober on this one here, making up for his mistake, sending one top shelf.
Yeah, Chipmunk got bumped by Nat to slow him down a little bit, and no boost to work with. Just really can't do anything about that. Ober, great placement, putting it top shelf.
Yeah, there was a cluster of cars that went up for that challenge that led to that counter attack, and it just ended up flinging out towards Vortex's side. Naturalis with a great clear here off the backboard, and he's going to follow his own touch. He's going to sink it top right, and within 30 seconds, the Hydra's able to get able to tie it up.
And once again, some miscommunication comes out from Vortex. Neither player knowing they want to go for the ball, or their teammate should.
Chipmunk's batteries actually died there. He actually just stopped moving. He fully expected Eminem to try and come out with that touch, and he just gave up after the touch didn't come out. As more misplays coming out for Vortex on defense, but luckily Proxy's able to recover, getting 2 great touches back out to the middle, but it almost ends up going on net. Chipmunk with a great save off his own backboard. Eminem now clearing it out of his own corner, sending it way off to the side, and Nat sending it off the sidewall, getting dunked out by Eminem. A great pass from Eminem, and Proxy's gonna sink that in.
Yeah, not sure what happened to Ober. He was really awkward and then ended up positioning badly, being backwards. Not much you could really do about that. So
the problem was they needed the hut on the wall right there.
Yeah,
Nat was going up for the 50, and it should have been the hut on that ball, because we know that he doesn't lose on the ground.
Oh.
And it just ends up squeaking off that corner and the sidewall, which led to Eminem getting that pass out to the middle. Chipmunk, he sends it off the crossbar. That was a shot he needed to hit, especially if he wants to get player of the week. Eminem and Chipmunk kind of trying to combine for a pre-jump play, as they had so much time in the midfield. All 3 players on Hydra were way back. They could have just waited to get a power shot on. There's another double commit coming out for Hydra. I was about to say that could give them an opportunity. But both teams continuing to double commit here in this game 5 as the pressure's starting to mount.
And all these double commits, like they're running out of boost and they're just sending themselves at the ball. That's what I'm noticing. And then the third man is just putting the ball out mid, expecting their teammate to be there. But since they double committed, neither of them are going to be there, and they're going to be upfield. And then just a quick counter attack comes up, and that's just an easy goal for the other team.
Yeah, now Vortex, they're continuing to keep this pressure here on the Hydra side. Unfortunate mistouch from Eminem though might allow Hydra to break out, but Proxy's able to send it away. Ober, he had a shot opportunity there, but he shanks it to the top left and way off in the other corner. Nat on this one though, getting a great touch out to the middle, but nobody was there. Eminem almost getting a good redirect, but sending it into the corner. Chipmunk's going to continue the play. Nobody there from Vortex wanted to commit, though, for that opportunity, as Ober was able to cleanly send it away. The HUD up for this one, kind of an awkward touch off the sidewall. Ober last back, sending it off his own wall, but Eminem not able to get the good shot on. Not enough power, and he sent it too far off to the left. And now, with 50 seconds left, guys, do we think the Hut and company have an opportunity here?
The Hut and company. You know, I like the sound of that. I have a feeling if they don't get a goal before 20 seconds, I'd say it's most likely over. But I don't know. I think they could definitely do it.
This could be an opportunity here, but Ober, he goes flying past the ball, but now he's in a demo position, and he gets the demo, and just like that, like you said, they scored above 20 seconds, and they were able to tie it up. Ober whiffing that ball actually could have been the greatest thing that could have happened, because he was able to get in position for the demo.
Yeah, I gotta stick to my word. I said before 20 seconds, I think Hydra can take this one. I'm betting on Hydra. I got faith in the Hut, dude. I got faith.
And another fake coming out, and that's gonna put it in. Whether these fakes are intentional or not, I have no idea. But once again, back-to-back plays coming off these misses for Hydra. And Nat, he was able to put a great shot on top right as Eminem just wasn't able to get back in time off the kickoff.
Hydra coming out, looking for this reverse sweep, and Vortex trying to secure their spot in the playoffs, or at least attempt to. How much time left? 10 seconds, and I don't think they can do it.
Yeah, Eminem on this one, sending it off the ceiling, but nobody there for Vortex. It's going to go out to the middle, and it's going to go straight past Proxy, and the Hut and the rest of Hydra are able to pull off the reverse sweep.
The Hut and company, dude. I was betting on them. That was all right. Hey, come on, the Hut. I'm. Yeah, I was rolling with him the whole time. I was rolling with him, dude.
Oh my
Come on,
God.
nah. I believed in the Hut. I believed.
I think we all believed it. Even in the game that we had caster bias against him, I think we truly believed in the Hut the whole time.
That was.
Eminem says he needs a triple refund for caster bias. I mean, you picked an awful player to get caster bias against. I'm gonna be honest, Eminem. I mean, we tried. I called him bad. I said he was making mistakes. I tried to call him mediocre, but I mean, when he came out with those fakes and the dribble plays, I mean, he just kind of destroyed you guys in that game. It was a bad game to pick for that caster bias.
Yeah, no, that was honestly probably the worst thing he could have done. That was the worst timing. That just activates the Hut. Now everybody knows for future references. Don't
He
caster
unintentionally
bias
lit a
against the
fire.
Hut.
He lit a hut. He lit a fire in the hut. I mean, that's once he activated the caster bias. I mean, that started the reverse sweep.
That's definitely one of my favorite series I've seen yet. But we actually have a tier 1 sub coming out from Sonex.
Oh my goodness, he comes back from the dead. You know what? Much appreciated, though, Sunex. And like you mentioned, that was actually a good match. There was a lot of banter in that cast between the Hut and Eminem, and honestly, us just talking about the whole thing. But I mean, it was a close series through and through. Sans that one game where Chipmunk just popped off. But man, I'm surprised the Hut was able to pull off the reverse sweep. I did believe in him, but man, and now I think, like you mentioned, that may put Vortex out of the playoff running here.
Yeah, they're gonna have to pick up the pace on these next couple weeks, and now Hydra has the upper hand. So if it does come down to a tie between the two teams, Hydra's gonna get their free entrance into the playoffs.
And unfortunately for Chipmunks org, they weren't able to get 3-0 on the night. But I mean, I think we can all say we're glad the Hut was able to come out with this one
Yeah,
for
even
their
I was
reverse
rooting
sweep.
for him, and I'm in Org D, but I was still rooting for the Hut.
Yeah, and man, I mean, Chipmunk really popped off in that series. He was looking good, pulling off a lot of mechanical plays, and like we mentioned, I don't think Proxy scored that many goals, but he was the assister throughout that whole series, getting great hits off the sidewall and redirecting it down to Chipmunk for that one crazy play. But it just wasn't enough, as it kind of all fell apart for Vortex at the end off those two kind of whiff/fake plays. Who knows if they were tactical or not? But Hydra was able to pull it off for that reverse sweep and finish off the night here.
Yeah, no, that was actually a great series. I was skeptical of casting this one, but and I'm kind of glad I did.
I had a
I
feeling
mean,
it was going to be a good match.
I'm just kind of sad the trucker wasn't in this one.
You know what? That could have been a factor, but we'll never know because they never subbed him in. It was either this match or your match that I wanted to cast. But anyways, enough brown nosing between the two of us. Thank you for everybody showing up tonight and catching all of our stream matches. I'm assuming everybody that's here already knows about our league play and the bi-weeklies and all that jazz. But once again, thank you for everybody showing up. Thanks to Sunex for the tier 1 sub. And we'll catch you guys on Wednesday for the next stream.